this one was the one punching above its weight. And that's solely because it sells close to 7 lakh units of this car have been sold ever since its launch in 2021, and a lot expected from this one too. This of course is the facelift, and we are going to tell you all about it. But before I get into the nitty-gritties of what we like, what we don't like, what it gets, what it does not get, like, share, subscribe to the Acko Drive channel right now for the latest in automotive content. At the outset, let me say that this is a facelift. So a lot has changed into making it look different. LED DRLs, completely different. Um, the kind of front bumpers that you see, totally different. Everything here is new. Now, I would like to tell you this, that the base variant of the car does get LED headlamps. That is a big plus. Now, everything here has definitely changed, and it's changed for the better. But the one thing I can't get over is why this was required. Um, it's this half is protruding out, and then obviously this bit of design element needed to be added into it. Now that's going to collect a lot of water when it comes to the rainy season. Let's see how people deal with it or how owners deal with it. But this entire front bumper has changed completely, and it looks good. There's no doubt about it. Gives it a little mature kind of a look rather than being that teenage child that it was earlier. On the side, it remains completely same. You see the silhouette there, it's right there for you. And on the wheels front, again, there are new wheels on offer. That new design is absolutely on point. And you know what? 16 inches get added to the list. So yes, the wheel wells are now filled up pretty well. It's still that tall boy stance, and the rest of it is pretty familiar. But there are some changes to the rear. That's right, a connected LED tail lamp. That's what the Punch gets, giving it that quintessential signature look from the rear. But that's not all that has changed. There are changes on the inside too, especially this one. You read the ICNG here, right? So it does get a decent boot. Now, earlier too, there were these cylinders that were tucked inside there. This one too gets a similar setup. So yes, there is decent amount of boot space here, around over 200 liters of space as compared to the 366 liters that the petrol version offers. But still, it's not bad. But a lot has changed on the inside, and I want you to take a look at it. A lot has changed on the inside, trust me, because this steering wheel was earlier available with the EV. Now it's available with the ICE version, and it looks pretty good. Overall build quality also is pretty good, but it's the colors and the palettes that actually make a lot of difference, because the white and the gray and the black all interspersed together actually create a different ambiance altogether. And this dual tone seat, it creates again it brings in a different vibe inside this entire car. Of course, you have this 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system now, and you have a digital cluster as well. Uh, but you know what? This one is not standard on the car, because the base variant actually does not get anything here. It's only after that that you get a smaller version, and then you get this on the top end variant. Yes, there are a few misses there, but again, you get stuff like, because you have this infotainment system now and you have cameras all around, you also get a 360-degree camera. You get a pretty fully loaded car. But the one thing that has changed is the kind of upholstery and the kind of bolstering that has gone into these seats. To begin with, you get a kind of an extended under thigh support, which is great, because really it does matter for long journeys. As you can see, it does help, uh, bring comfort during long journeys. But that again is not part of standard equipment. It is only available from the accomplished variant, that is one below the top end variant. So maybe uh, some optional equipment available in the base variant could have helped the company make a sort of difference. But otherwise, overall, in terms of the space you see, the kind of uh, ambiance that uh, the Punch had earlier, a lot has changed. And if you go back a little, or if you zoom out a little, you'll see the doors as well. They now open at a 90-degree angle. So you get good ingress and egress into the car. So yes, even older people can get in and out of the car very easily. Damn good work, Tata Motors. But the most interesting part about this entire thing is the addition of an AMT in the CNG variant. Yes, you now get an automatic CNG. It's very interesting, and we can't wait to see how that demand uh, creeps up for the Punch. And we can't wait to find out what the sales numbers are like at the end of this financial year. Now to the engine options. There's a 1.2 liter Revotron engine that is always part of it. You also have a 1.2 liter turbocharged engine now. So yes, 118 bhp on offer, but then again, that is available not from the base variant. It costs about 8,29,000 rupees to begin with. But this one, if you want one, not the CNG, but if you want a base variant of the Punch, it now costs 5,59,000 rupees, and that's a big cut in price for Tata Motors. It's interesting to see how Tata Motors has managed to add that aggressiveness in pricing as well, because you know what? This one will sell.